So who is going first? Red is going first. So that is Krone. And their first choice is the John Deere.
Lots of communication. You can see on the screens there as they've decided what to pick. They're chatting away to each other.
What do people have against that telehandler? Why is it so awesome that it gets banned all the time? Another big tractor's gone. The large case has been banned.
That's two fairly big tractors.
And the JCB.
And the JCB.
Late banning for the JCB.
So we've still got the Deutz-Fahr, we've still got the Fendt 1050. We like these two on those pictures now.
Because I think the Deutz-Fahr is the fastest of the large tractors.
I think so. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to come up first, but okay, the Steurer.
The Steurer with its care wheels on. And there's the large Fendt.
There's the Fendt. Now, did Krone go for two tractors with, there's the big Deutz-Fahr with the weight on the front? We haven't seen much messing around with the weights in this one. We have in some of the other tournaments.
There's the Massey with the front loader, which we see an awful lot.
Nice, stable tractor, that. This is good.
And then the Vulture with the front loader. Again, we've seen more of that than we have in recent tournaments, I think.
Yep.
And then the T6.
So two loader versus a one loader option. This is where things are going to look a bit more interesting.
So
okay.
it looks like they are both going slight edge with this one. Now it'll be interesting to see if Krone go with Transport Company.
They didn't.
They didn't last time. We know that Komatsu did.
Oh, they both have this
They
time.
have both gone for Transport Company. In all fairness, if one team goes for Transport Company, you kind of really need to both go for it. It's such an advantage.
Okay, are we going to see something different? Are we going to see Komatsu go for a stop in the conveyor belt? Are we going to see Krone try and stop the conveyor belt? Both teams play that card really well.
Yeah.
Let's see if they get what they want.
Oh, I think we had a bounce back
I
from
think we did.
Yes, we did.
He definitely
That's
bounced.
That's going to hurt. So Komatsu have gone straight for the Krone baler. Can they get it? Oh, two going for the same harvester.
Get it.
And Krone have got the case harvester. Komatsu have got the big Krone baler. The ideal has gone to Komatsu as well, while the Fendt baler that has gone to Krone.
Right, Komatsu are off. Two harvesters not hanging about.
No,
they're getting straight on with it.
Straight in there. And same with Krone.
Yeah.
Krone
and again, straight out onto the field, directly from the podium, straight onto the field. None of that driving across the middle.
No.
They're just getting on with it.
They're just straight in. So yeah, both teams getting harvesting very quickly. So both teams getting straw on the ground really, really quickly. And I think both teams have actually gone straight up to the end to bale as well. Yeah, they have. So both teams are baling at the moment. Straight off too. Now, is he going to leave? Yes, so he's not picked up the trailer yet. I think the thing with this is absolutely, you don't want to pick up that transport trailer until you really need it. It takes valuable time off.
Oh, we've got people switching over.
So yeah, well, you need to, the whole thing of getting your stacker, getting your loader into the right place as well is always a big thing to play against, or play, strategy to play with.
Absolutely, they're getting on with it. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not hanging about. Get those bales done, get them on the ground. They can come and collect them later on. Neither of these teams waste time.
No.
And that's the other thing we've seen from both of them when they play, is they're very precise. They're usually where they need to be, when they need to be. It's all about precision. And it's going to come down to small errors, little mistakes. I think that's going to edge either one of these out.
I think something that will play a big part in it is when they drop their grain.
Yeah.
When they dump their grain, I think that's going to play a massive part in which team wins.
So as we said before, it's all worked out, it's all choreographed. They know when they get to this point, open that up, ready for the harvesters, then off they go again.
Not doing any troubling. And interesting thing about this is they've got the Steurer here that will drive through crops fast. They're only driving through the crop that they're not going to harvest.
Yes. Oh, that was interesting way of doing it. How have they ended up with the bale sticking out right out on the edge? I suppose when they just dropped off the baler.
So getting back to baling with the Fendt baler there by the looks of things.
I think potentially when you said about the smaller tractors hooking up to the bigger balers, it's not so much about the top speed. It will reach the top speed. It just takes a lot longer to get to that top speed, I guess. That's probably because watching that tractor pull away then, the Steurer, I thought that seems really sluggish, but it would be. It's going to take a while.
There must be an advantage to using a big tractor like this with the Krone baler over using one of the small tractors. And admittedly, I thought it was top speed, but looking at this, that doesn't.
It probably just pulls away quicker and it will get there.
So we have there's a really good amount of straw on the ground for Krone at the moment. They're not going to run out of time. There's one baler that's not been no, two balers
not been grabbed.
The Goon baler also not been grabbed.
So they've only got one each.
So they've only got one baler each.
They're obviously not intending on running a two baler setup at any point.
I'm just thinking you would only really run a two baler setup if you didn't have transport company.
Yeah, because you need those for your transport.
Yeah.
So doing it this way, you don't.
The two specialist balers, you know, the fastest and the biggest, are both in use.
Yeah.
So there's no real need to have that out.
It's not a necessity. Completely different way of looking at it. That may look particularly weird, but you can't tab between vehicles on FSL. You have to run.
Easiest way is to run and jump.
Or in this case, leap.
Yes.
However you want to do it.
Right, so this is Krone, and they're emptying their first combine. Their second combine has come up to 10,000 litres, so that's getting fairly full.
Right on time, they unload that, swap on the other one, which has just finished unloading. It's brilliant use of time, it works perfectly.
But they have stopped using two combines before 10 minutes. So there must be, now my guess is spend a third of your time, you know, getting straw on the ground, but I think that they probably have timed this as what is the optimal time to stop my first combine.
Yeah. They've still got a bit of time till the drone drop, which is good, because that means they know they can keep going for a little bit longer. At some point, I reckon in the next minute or so, we're going to see them collecting bales up, because if we do get an early drone drop, they need to be ready for that.
Here we are. They are absolutely getting their bales together and collecting them up. And this is the whole thing of the, leave one harvester going until you've got 5 minutes left on the clock, I think. Because if you've got 5 minutes left on the clock, you want to stop harvesting at that point. Anything you harvest after then you're very unlikely to get it baled and back collected. To the...
And by that point, with another, I mean, if you stop at 5 minutes, that's another 4 minutes from now, you're going to get a big chunk of that field harvested, aren't you?
And a big chunk of wheat as well. You know, you're going to be able to respond to other stuff that teams throw at you, and it keeps that adaptability. It keeps that ability to respond to other stuff.
We are seeing more and more teams do that with the auto-load bale trailer. They will fully load the trailer and have one on the forks on the front. So you're taking back 15 at a time rather than 14. It doesn't seem like a lot. But like you said, on that other team, they put that first bale up, double points, 60 points for one bale.
For one bale.
That one bale made a difference.
The other team, and their opponents did not have the bale on the front. Immediately 60 points down. And on top of that, they were also more points down. Because they weren't able to get all of their bales in the time frame.
No.
So there we go. Komatsu are switching combines and they've got a good number of bales down on the field.
So time-wise, what we're looking at?
We must be right into our window for our power plays now.
We are in the window for the power play. They can drop at any time now, between now and 6 minute or the 6 minute mark. For the increased bale price or bale points and increased grain. So it depends on what they decide to go for.
Krone have almost got a full bale trailer at this point.
This really is going to come down to the battle of the grain drops, isn't it?
It really is.
It is really going to be.
Both teams are very effective at using their grain drops to
We're going to see
one
team will stop the other team's conveyor belt, albeit I think incredibly briefly. the other team will counter, and then it's going to be seen who comes out with the best.
So Komatsu are first.
That was a good call to reverse back on that.
Oh wow.
That could have been real problems.
But it does mean that Komatsu are getting the first points in there. Admittedly, it is only a 40-pointer, but that's still 40 points
It's 40
on the
points
board.
for a bale. First points on the board to Komatsu.
Krone
he was a bit hesitant there. You could see he wasn't sure if that was going to go up or not.
There we are.
Right, both teams unloading. Let's say very, very similar gameplay styles, these teams.
And now here's the problem with using the front loader tractor to do your bale stacker. You've got to drop it off the bale stacker, and then somebody's got to come and pick the bale stacker up. And the power plays have dropped.
And what are they going to go for? I think it's going to be grain. Oh no, it's bale.
Bale boost. Bale boost is down to race. Both teams are in a good position to take advantage
now
of
they're
it.
going to go mad.
What is going to happen?
I've got a funny feeling this is going to be a high score.
So immediately Krone are in. They've got a tractor coming and picking up their... and looking at Komatsu. Komatsu have already had theirs picked up and somebody out there picking up bales. I think the next thing we're going to see from these teams is somebody dropping grain.
Yeah, the grain's going to go off. They're going to wait till about 30 seconds left, I think, of the power play bonus. And then we're going to see the grain drop. Then it's going to be the battle of the grain. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I think, because with this multiplier at the moment, they're racking up points. Then when the grain drop goes, the points is keep on piling up.
It's interesting that Komatsu have got themselves out ahead on this, though, which is, you know, that's quite impressive considering they're both running sort of neck and neck.
They are. Both teams are very precise, very neat and tidy.
Here we go with the grain drops.
So that's Komatsu, 29,300 litres.
That's a lot of grain.
It's not bad. Not bad at all. It'll be interesting to see them when they take theirs, what Krone have got.
Krone are not taking they are not taking their grain in yet.
But again, we can see why they've cleared the paths they have. You know, it gives you that run through. Yeah, Komatsu are pulling them. Oh, not by a huge amount.
Not by as much as I thought. But this could make a massive difference, especially if they manage to stop the belt.
But if they've got bales sitting there waiting to be put onto the conveyor belt when they do this, we've seen so many teams unload now. And then find
there's only 18 seconds left.
So
this is the timing. In fact, they are just leaving themselves right at the point. So the moment that ends, they're dropping in.
And Krone are coming in as well, and
should be dropping it now. Absolutely,
they
should
need
be dropping
that advantage. Unless they're having a problem with it, why is that not?
No, that's a, and it's dropped. But now they're changing the thing. Oh, because it speeds up the opponent's belts. So you don't want it speeding up the opponent's belts while it's doing that. That is why, unless you can actually stop their belt. So 20. Similar amount.
See, this is when it's going to be this battle now. This is going to bounce backwards and forwards. I've got a funny feeling it's going to end almost level again, isn't it?
But the advantage Komatsu have is that because they started their grain drop first, they will keep that multiplier until it evens out. So it's
it's neck and neck. This is going to be a really close game.
And again, it's coming down to timings. It's coming down to the whole thing that Komatsu have just run out of bales. They've just run out of bales. They do have somebody out there collecting bales for them, I think.
Krone are on the way back. You can see that. They're just coming back now with their bales. This is where it's going to switch. I think potentially that's a big difference, though.
So they have almost identical amounts.
So the multiplier has ended up level after both grain drops. They're back at multiplier times 2.
Komatsu took full advantage of it. They had 2.4 for most of the time that they were loading those bales up.
But now you've got Krone are back with bales to load up. Komatsu aren't. So we're going to see these points then come back close together again, and it will come down to whatever's on hand at the end. It's going to be a bit of a nail biter, I think.
It really is. It's going to be down to how quickly can Komatsu load what they've got. What is going on? Why is
harvesting?
Why are they harvesting with 2 minutes? So here's Komatsu's, Krone's response. Is it going to be enough?
I think it could be. You know, they've got enough. Oh no, who's that? Komatsu. What are they stuck on?
Oh, they've taken the corner slightly.
Just because he's got the thing
and he's
open.
already half unloading.
That's might as well prep.
Interesting thing is,
I haven't got a lot of bales on there.
but it's enough. It's enough to respond to Krone. Because Krone don't have a lot of bales there and they don't have anybody going out there to collect more bales.
It's going to come down to those last few, isn't it?
And here we go, Komatsu all immediately loading up. They got 6 bales to put in there. That is about as many as Krone have.
Are we going to see an upset? Are we going to see an upset? This is a close game.
It is interesting. I fully expected. Komatsu have played an amazing.
Krone are coming back with a few. This could go either way now. 650 to 655 with a minute. Oh no! No, that's what you didn't need.
Komatsu have got to get those on there. They also need somebody out there getting more bales in.
We've seen games lost
and
on a bale or two.
And now here's the advantage to having the Krone baler.
You can't start baling now with a minute to go, surely.
Oh wow, that's
too late.
Who is that? Is that
670 to 695?
Is that Krone who have run out of straw?
Komatsu are out in front by a little bit.
And they still have bales.
Oh, this is good.
This is a plus 700 game.
Plus 700 both teams. We said it was going to be high scoring. It's close. No one's pulled away too far.
Oh.
I don't know if Krone have got enough on hand, have they?
They haven't. I don't think they've got enough straw. I don't think they have enough straw on the ground.
But I don't know if Komatsu have got any left now, have they either?
Right, so 775 to 730 with 25 seconds
Both
left.
balers coming back. I don't think they're going to get them on quick enough, are they? 20 seconds left. I don't think Komatsu are going to do an 800 score.
Komatsu are
10
going to hit
seconds to go. Are they going to hit it?
Is it going to go in
there?
there?
Bale in. They need an 800.
Have they done enough? Oh, 5 foot. It has got.
They have 817. That is incredible.
Oh wow!
Komatsu. Wow.
Both teams.
What a game.
32 bales in.
That's incredible.
Krone's had 2 down the bottom and 30 up top.
High bale counts.
32 bales on that conveyor.
High grain counts. High score. Close. That was brilliant. That was right
that
up
was
to the
an
end.
absolutely cracking game, and
Komatsu,
so
look
well
at them.
played.
They are over the moon
they
with
are
that.
Absolutely.
Okay, we are back with Andreas, team captain from Komatsu, and ihr habt es gerade ins Finale geschafft. Was sagst du dazu?
Da sind wir sehr stolz drauf. Damit hätten wir jetzt nicht gerechnet, weil Krone ein starkes Team ist.
Ja, definitiv. Das war auf jeden Fall ein sehr spannendes Match und ich wusste bis zur letzten Sekunde nicht, wer jetzt gewinnt und wer nicht. Also wirklich Respekt. Aber dann habt ihr ja so den Traum von John Deere gerade wahr gemacht, weil die haben ja gerade eben gesagt, dass sie sich euch als Gegner wünschen. War das bei dir auch so oder bei deinem Team?
Darüber haben wir noch ja nicht nachgedacht. Wir wollten unser Bestes geben und sind weitergekommen und ja, jetzt ist John Deere eben der Gegner.
Habt ihr eine Taktik?
Mal gucken.
Ihr habt ja noch nicht gegen die gespielt.
Nee, noch nie.
Ja, dann wird es auf jeden Fall super spannend, denke ich. Yeah, we just talked about that they sorry. Yeah, they didn't exactly wish John Deere for the opponent in the finals, but they are really looking forward to the game, and yeah, it's really surprising, but I guess you will make it. Okay, we will back in a short break.